NDMPS Special Court Lumpalpat sentences two convicts in 2018 multi-crore rupees worth drug case to 15 years in jail with 1 lakh rupees fine each. 10 Women Association urge government to approach higher courts against recent acquittal of those arrested in multi-crore rupees worth drug case. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee observes 136th Foundation Day of Indian National Congress. Party leaves no stone unturned to slam BJP government. Manipur reports 31 new COVID-19 confirmed cases. No report of death in last 24 hours. Death toll remains at 348. Recovery rate stands above 94%. India begins a 2-day dry run for coronavirus vaccine in 4 states of Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Punjab and Assam. India's COVID-19 tally crosses 1 crore 2 lakh 7,000 with above 20,000 active cases reported in the last 24 hours. Recovery rate nears 96%. And weightlifter like Thangam Vidyasagar makes Guinness World Record attempts of 85 finger push-ups in 1 minute, breaking 2018 record of 70 push-ups by Deepak Sharma. Kurumjali, good evening. You are watching Monday Primetime English Bulletin on Impact News. And I'm Victoria Rajkumari with you. Before we begin, Impact News would like to make an appeal to all our viewers that to stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your face masks properly and maintain a safe distance while stepping outside from your homes or workplaces. Remember, these 3 simple precautions are all that it takes to defeat the pandemic. Now the top stories. NDMPS Special Court Lumpalpat has sentenced 2 convicts of a 2018 multi-crore rupees drug hold to 15 years in jail each with 1 lakh rupees fine. The convicts are 19-year-old Tungkhan Mung Zhou, son of Zingswan Muan of Gamnong Veng in Technopole district, and 30-year-old Thangmilun Zhou, son of Chinswan Lam Zhou of Lunwal village under Singhat subdivision in Churachandpur district. NAB had arrested the 13 people, including 2 of them, in possession of drugs in 2018. 7 people, including former ADC Chandal chairman Lokusejo, were acquitted on December 17. Public prosecutor appealed to award a befitting punishment to the 2 convicts, while the defense counsel pleaded for leniency. After listening to both the parties, a special court NDPS judge W. Tonin gave the final verdict today. It may be mentioned that various CSOs have been condemning the acquittal of the 7 people, including Lukosejo, and have been demanding reinvestigation of the case. Former NAB Additional SP T.H. Brinda had even surrendered her Chief Minister Police Gallantry Medal, condemning the acquittal of Lukosejo. Ten different women associations have urged the government to approach the higher courts against the recent acquittal of those arrested in possession of multi-crore rupees worth contraband drugs. President of All Manipur Women's Social Reformation and Development Samaj, Nupi Samaj T.H. Ramani, condemned today's court's order of convicting 2 people, including a driver, instead of punishing the main culprit. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club, T.H. Ramani alleged the state leaders of being involved in drug trades. She mentioned that investigating officers of former Chandal ADC chairman Lukosejo's case had been replaced many times, and even the ND and PS judge hearing the case had been replaced. She also claimed that evidences of a drug sample seized from Joe's residence have been tampered. She urged the government to appeal to the High Court to reinvestigate the case within 10 days, else warrant of intense agitations.
Darakki leba oina tawre ipai puna haine mama mapa pharadi macha phai aikhoi gi Manipur gi leba nga pi pa sai shu singjina gi alam tak na pi ba leba sia paisa tan bei mohukta paisa ta laga darak pi jaraga loina mangan gara kana paisa duna kai to hobu jage ba aduna handa jaugi imung dagi darak phari base angang ani amadi landi pire hare angang duna darak puba amama tuwadi matik siade adoda masa mangna masigi matangda ma landri haidi ma imung dagi phagi bani mana amada hairaga SPU adugi matangda Kanspra tawre aduadi magi imung da pharagati mana aina mangonda landri haidi kanano mana achawa awang da thangkalaga asigi amtang tawbiradi akhoi phani aduga aigi imung da phar popu ai karamai dandi phangoi.
Meanwhile, Kada carried out protest demonstrations today in various parts of the state against the acquittal of former ADC chairman Chandal Lokosejo in the multi-crore drug case. Upokpi Apunba Mairapai Bilup and Kada Upokpi unit jointly carried out sit-in at Upokpi Bazaar Shade in Bishnupur district, while Chaukat Khongthang Nupi Lup, Hyanglam Mayai Laikai, Education and Development Association EDA, Hyanglam and Kada Kukching District Committee jointly carried out protest meet at Hyanglam Mayai Laikai, Maira Shang in Kukching district. Court of Sessions Judge Thoubal today convicted a man for killing his lover. Session Judge A. Noktaneshwari pronounced a 30-year-old Irom Chaurin, son of I. Biren of Leishangthem, Khongmanung, Thoubal district, guilty in the murder of a 25-year-old Asaibam Inau alias Rajeshwari in June of 2010. It may be mentioned that Rajeshwari went missing after she was called out by Chaurin around 9 a.m. on June 18, 2010. On the same day, the accused Chaurin was arrested from his house, and on his preliminary interrogation, it was revealed that he murdered the victim by strangulation and submerged in the Imphal River at Chongtham Kona Mitei Laikai. The court convicted Irom Chaurin under sections 376, 302, 316 of the Indian Penal Code, while another accused in the case, Loitongbam Ibomcha, is acquitted from the charges levelled against him. Sentence hearing is fixed for December 30th this year. A woman was found hanging from a mango tree near a pond at Tera Sadokpam Laikai in Imphal West District under Lamphel Police Station today. The deceased is 30-year-old Laishram Ongbi Ichal, wife of Laishram Lishi Kumar. According to Impact News sources, locals came across the body early this morning. Lamphel Police personnel arrived and took the body to RIMS morgue for investigation. Victim's husband, Lishi Kumar, is in police custody for investigation. Lamphel Police Station has registered the case. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee observed 136th Foundation Day of Indian National Congress at Imphal's Congress Bhavan today. Congress party left no stone unturned to slam the BJP on the occasion. Speaking at the event, MPCC President Govindas Kanthosam termed BJP as publicity crazy. He opined that the money used for publicity can be put up into use to help the poor. Govindas also criticized the government of carving rights to freedom of speech and expression. He highlighted the roles of Congress party leaders in achieving freedom and making of the modern India.
सागरा कांग्रेस पार्टी ने लोएबा असेंबली होल्ड द फमगा कांग्रेस पार्टी ने कई तरोंगे न हंगे अदो बतारगदी मया महलम सिंह हाइबी पावरो तुम द मी होदो को या वाबनी मदुने लेस adu Congress party ki leader sing di propaganda tawde maram de akoi duty ne na India sa kulan da ya de hai bagi waklon du laiba khabar puno ki mamai khalamani ngarang ubu matam da paisa kya sangam mani madu ki paisa sing na social sector da thadar ma tar ga di amuk he na kana phang mani praja sing ngasi ki GDP Congress party GDP kayam khena ki MPO ngasi mami samak laba ikoi ning tamba karam ning tamba akoi ngaming mangang ba ya ba ining ba iba ya da ba iru ba hana na ba hoda ba yum da koi thi thian ba puno maksing sinata ko di akoi sin namse laka thamage
While former Deputy Chief Minister cum AICC CWC member Gai Khangam criticized the BJP-led state government of bringing inconvenience to civilians by blocking roads during Union Home Minister Amit Shah's state visit, despite claiming that law and order situation has improved in the state. He said the foundation of a modern India was laid by INC leader and India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. Gai Khangam expressed disappointment that the country is regressing as a freedom of press and essence of democracy is fading away. Attending the event, veteran politician Okram Joy condemned BJP as a double-standard political party.
Home Minister lai hai da ba praja se ta wa asom dong lai thali som lai khasi khara ngone ko greater Imphal on ma khai se thap akoi mine sing di sar kari security pu bani na khar khai praja sing di wa honorable Home Minister said khit la pi no praja amun hai abi hom la is ta hai koi sita no ma gi jidika tan ba mayam di sangam kar na to to pat na to idan man hai Naron singa CSO singa bantoroba handa kisna laima ban ko se masi lo na phagla phagi khutam da
baro jimoi ne ta la ngarang nan sagal lam do na hana tawum da mayam to da ga di ri lei ba sarkar di kai do lei lei no chuthi handori bro moi chuara di chuthi handai karo yes what it was not done by the previous government it should be done sinna pangang ba do na yaro aduna koi publicity ki government cover ki government culture ki government aduna yaro.
Fishery Minister S. Rajan has assured of extending various schemes under the Fishery Department to enthusiastic farmers to boost fish production in the state. Speaking to media at his office at Old Secretariat today, S. Rajan said fish farmers in the state are carrying out cage culture under Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana, that is RKVY, National Fishery Development Board NFDB, and Blue Revolution. He assured of extending the schemes to enthusiastic farmers after necessary field visits. He also said 15,000 rupees via direct benefit transfer have been rolled out to 705 out of the total 900 beneficiaries of hill districts who are carrying out PC culture under RKVY so far. He said DBT for the remaining 195 beneficiaries are pending due to bank account related issues. The Fishery Minister appealed to those concerned to submit their proper bank account details to the department within a week, else new beneficiaries will be selected.
RKVY gi makada pisciculture to viriba dugumba beneficiary selection to hrabasing ado samaga mogdrawga kapaya dadum leiba mayam sing se masi department da lak piraga kapaya drisi kari no habse koi bank account sing chi check ningthina tawbagi adugumba ama ekoi da department da pb nabagi beneficiary gi market appeal tawri 2017 18 19 20 baboda ekoi bharat sarkar gi tongan ba scheme gi makada makoi gi nga yongna bagi pukhi tawgiba amadi case sabagi adagi fishery farmer singi house sabana singba mayam ama selection tawraga ikoina thadagriba mayam singa se beneficiary singa sina hairiba singa si thabak ningthina tawribra tawdabra haibana singbado ikoi ahak isamak yauraganda ikoi phajana inspection da ikoi chatpa horagani.
Fishery Minister Sorokaivam Rajan, who also holds Education Minister portfolio, said efforts are on by the Education Department to hold Class 10 and Class 12 examinations of Board of Secondary Education Manipur and Council of Higher Secondary Education Manipur. Responding to media query, S. Rajan said Education Department has come up with new SOPs to be followed for the exams. He said final decisions will be announced at the earliest after consulting with Chief Minister Nongthom Ambirin.
Chau virus samana ikoi da keno tan kitang soi step amtang soi da loin time na kada bo poni na ikoi munna mutang ikoi khanna raga honorable chief minister ki amdi cabinet ki thak ta ikoi khanna raga da decision lam lo raga ai gi oi proposal de ya na senapati ki mifam da jo koi puthogre sumba ikoi education na SOP ama seme ikoi gi angang jing ji nga san na bagi ikoi parikha tok da dia roi na CBSE gi jo education moi gi exam time matam lok thokre da moi gi ko
State government evicted encroachers in Lamphal today. Under tight security, relevant officials demolished 14 illegal houses at the village number 91A area, Lamphal in Imphal West district around 10 a.m. Speaking to media, an official concerned said the land occupied by the encroachers were handed over to 18 other individuals by the government in 2010. He said the drive was carried out as per the court's verdict after complaint filed by those 18 people. An alleged encroacher cum member of Lamphal Collective Farmer Cooperative Society, D.H. Jayanta, claimed that the land was registered under the society, but the government in collusion with some individuals gave away the land in 2010 and a case has been underway since then. However, the court on December 23rd ordered them to leave the area by December 26 this year. Jayanta expressed disappointment that the government forcefully evicted them despite pleas to give some more time in the wake of COVID-19 situation.
DC da hairu court ki order ne na mawalo bidre ba kuije court ki order ne hoji 2006 ta amaleri 2010 amaleri hariba moina ta element je nium sumdra di thugai be aroi haiba court ki order muleri ba court ki order se moi singnare ba moina court chale to ro ai khoi ngamde hai police ngi jo adu court chale to ru bagi matam piri brasini tarik kulum doi aing notice pire nongal Christmas le amaleri numini chuti tha matam ne numini numni da thugai ni habisi pura sanga da su to ya ba dharma ne te ba siri to bignu sini da ana ek su yauri amji corona matam si to dadi adi
Students of Dance and Music College erupted into agitation and took out properties of Manipur University of Culture, that is MUC, outside the college gate today. Imphali's district executive magistrate and a district police officer rushed to contain the situation. Speaking to media, General Secretary of Government Dance College Students Union Saknaibi Potsangbam demanded Deputy Registrar and Vice Chancellor of Manipur University of Culture to halt admission process immediately. She urged the government to look into the ongoing issues over MA admission at the university at the earliest.
MUC की VC masama ka khoi unajaduna khoina moi khoi gi huju hujik chathariba MA gi admission process se lepi na ba warol kai kai isanduna pisan jagre khudakta dum receipt ta howi adugi matung da ngasi MUC gi MA gi admission last date ne ngasi ba hurala na da hurala ga ma khoina MA gi admission tawbagi process huji phawa chathari hai bagi pau phangmadagi khoi sauna raba satra myamna campus manuna le ramba MUC gi equipment khudingma furniture item khudingma campus ki mapana thangdok sabane khanam ta ga wari sanaba su pamde BC ga wari sanaba su pamde deputy registrar ga wari sanaba su pamde khoi CM sayaraga athuba matamda BC amadi MUC gi deputy registrar aduga art and culture gi director yaraga athuba matamda wari sanaraga warosan bubirakna ba warolji ga thamjage.
Following recent merger of United Bank of India UBI with Punjab National Bank, former customers of UBI Thobal branch are facing issues in cash transaction as PNB branch allegedly failed to carry out necessary documentations. Pensioners and customers who have opened a scholarship account at UBI Thobal branch are facing problems in transaction as a new bank IFSC code is required. Meanwhile, the merged bank is also facing server issues. Speaking to media, a customer appealed to authorities concerned to look into the matter at the earliest. Manipur reported 31 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and no death case in the last 24 hours. As per State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room, a press release at 5 p.m. today, Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 28,060, out of which 1,234 are active cases and death toll remains at 348. On the positive note, 74 people were discharged in the past 24 hours and recovered cases have reached 26,478. State's recovery rate reaches 94.36%. Newly infected persons are 30 from the general population and 1 is personnel of Central Armed Police Force. Infected persons from the general population are 23 from Imphal East, 4 from Imphal West, 1 each from Bishnupur, Kakching and Churachandpur districts. All are locals without any significant travel history. All necessary medical precautionary measures like containment and contact tracing are underway. For mental health support, public may call Manipur Mental Health Helpline number 104 between 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. After the break, we bring you news on India's two-day coronavirus vaccine dry run in 4 states today. We'll be back with the details after the break. Keep watching Impact News.
Classic Group of Hotels presents New Year's Special food stalls with varieties of snacks and beverages at Sendra Park and Resort from 30th of December 2020 to 3rd of January 2021, starting from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Also available tent for night stay. For details, please contact 8131980420. Make your New Year celebration special. Panthibi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, specified as a financial institution by the Ministry of Finance, Government of India under SARFAESI Act 2002. First license holder public limited housing finance company in the entire northeastern region of India, completed its 15 years of service. Provides home loan with the subsidy amount up to Rs 2.67 lakh under PMAY Credit Link Subsidy Scheme, PMAY CLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Government or private employees, businessmen can apply. For more details, kindly contact Panthibi Housing Finance Company Limited or reporter Mamlaikai Imphal.
Welcome back. You're watching Monday Primetime English Bulletin on Impact News. India started a 2-day dry run for coronavirus vaccine program this morning in Andhra Pradesh, Punjab, Gujarat and Assam. Focus on management of possible adverse events after immunization and dry runs that include checks on cold storage and transportation arrangements will be part of program that will be carried out in the chosen districts in each state. All the states will report the observations recorded during the program to the center. The government plans to cover 30 crore people in the first phase when it rolls out a vaccine for coronavirus. A total of 2,360 training sessions have been held so far and 7,000 officials have been trained, including medical officer and vaccinators. Across the 4 states, 5 sessions will be held at identified locations with 25 test pre-identified beneficiaries, healthcare workers for each session. Feasibility of co-win and electronic application that identifies beneficiaries and prerequisites for vaccine introduction as per operational guidelines will be assessed. AEFI, that is Adverse Event Following Immunization Panels, will be formed and treatment centers will also be identified if the vaccine triggers an adverse response in any of the beneficiaries. Earlier this month, Bharat Biotech, Serum Institute of India and Pfizer had applied to the Drugs Controller General of India seeking emergency use authorization for their COVID-19 vaccines. India's COVID-19 tally has crossed 1,02,07,871 with 20,021 new cases reported in the last 24 hours. On the positive note, India's active COVID-19 cases have dropped to 2,77,301 in the last 24 hours, rising the recovered cases to 97,82,669. Country's recovery rate rises to 95.83%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, death toll has reached 1,47,901. Kerala is still on the top with above 65,000 active cases of COVID-19, followed by Maharashtra with above 60,000 active cases. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 8 crore 12 lakh 28,000 people. Above 1 crore 7 lakh 73,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 5 crore 73 lakh 73,000. USA is on the top with a more than 77 lakh 36,000 active cases of COVID-19, followed by India and Brazil. While China, from where the pandemic started, is at the 18th position with just 339 active cases of COVID-19. Hepatitis A, B, C and E immunoglobulin M will be tested for free at the Microbiology Department of Regional Institute of Medical Sciences RIMS under NVHSP and NVHCP. Sub-district level meeting under Naksha Mukta Bharat campaign at Thobal was held for Lilong subdivision at Subdivisional Office Lilong today. Various department officials including Police, Education, Health Department and CSO's representatives attended the event. Speaking on the occasion, Lilong SDO Mohammad Daulat Khan stressed on the need to form a block-level committee at Lilong and carry out a strict anti-drug drive. Fine Arts Department of Manipur University began a two-day Students' Arts exhibition today. Inaugurating the event, MU Vice-Chancellor Professor Amar Yumnam assured of efforts to open a Fine Arts and Trophy Museum and a studio of Mass Communication Department in the near future. The event was held at Manipur University's Fine Arts Department, School of Humanities in Kanchipur. Professor Amar Yumnam lauded the Fine Arts Department, which was established in 2018, for all its contributions in promoting fine arts and for bringing laurels for the state in various state and national level competitions. He expressed a firm belief that proposal for opening the museum and studio will be approved during the expected Finance Committee meeting of the university in January 3rd week next year. Head of English Department, Oriental College, Dr. R.K. Joykumar, and HOD in charge of Fine Arts Department, Professor Nahakpam Aruna, graced the event. Selected artists of the exhibition were felicitated on the occasion.
We can definitely propose a museum of art for the university, and other university will also have a museum for the trophies won by the university. Manipur University has already won so many trophies of sports and other things at many occasions across the country, but we don't know where those trophies are. There might be somewhere scattered around, but there should be a certain point where we have a museum of the trophies the university won. Let me take the privilege of putting the proposal for Museum of Art, Studio of Mass Communication, and a museum for the trophy the university has won. So let me put three proposals in that Finance Committee meeting, and well, how to go about it, what is the nature of that museum, that is something which our colleagues from the department can do better.
Third prize winner of Festival of Narrative Arts 2020 on Kongjom Parva Ningthaurol, 74-year-old Yumnam Saitabati was felicitated today. Academy of Moirang Parva organized the festival under Manipur State Shumang Lila Council recently. BJP Manipur Pradesh Kishan Morcha Vice President Dr. KSH Kala, Waiton Gram Panchayat member K. Ibecha and senior citizen S. Bimola graced the event held at Ram School in Pangai.
Jahi ame jahi humpu chure yang kai chure hai na phoi na tumin na isa je potha nei thokpa se tawir de imai jahi je ngachi humra mai chore adu ngasi mana ma phangai ja khoi ki jaga si de seng na ha da khoi khunra khom kendra de ngasi imana phangai ba award ase masi atai amata yaudi hai bi si ai amadi tung de so lakpiriba ahallaman nuksijaba lekai amadi akhoi kende ge obe myoisingna asuma thabasing sida thawai yawna tawbiu amadi maduda phangapa mana amadi maduda phangapa mingse ado akhoi gi kende gi akhoi gi samaj society gi damakani aina khanbiu.
Saitya Thopan Lob Saitho Lob held the 8th Imphal Literature Festival at Manipur Press Club today. A poetry book named Atiyagi Thawai, written by Waikom Amucho, was released on the occasion. Yuva Purushkar awardee Tongram Amarjit is raised on Kovict and literature, while 15 selected writers from Saitho Lob recited poems. Secretary of Manipur Legislative Assembly M. Ramani and convener of Manipuri Advisory Board Sahitya Academy N. Kiran Kumar graced the event. Manipur Kabui Students Union has said that the dance performed while receiving Union Home Minister Amit Shah was not Rongmai dance but Kabui dance, and terming it otherwise is separation of the Kabui community. Press release from the union demands a Tribal Affairs and Hills to clarify the matter. Two-day BJP Mandal level training program Kendriya Prashikshan Shivir started at Castle Hotel Palace Compound Govindaji Temple today. Workers of 4 BJP Imphal Central District, Manipur Pradesh Mandals, Sagolban, Kaishamthong, Singjamai and Yeshkul took part in the program. Mahot Minister T.H. Settabrata stressed on the BJP ideologies on the occasion. BJP senior leader Mainam Bharot and other eminent persons attended the event.
aina member amani na lejeriba party sigi horofam kari gidamta masi form tawgibno karamba idea da karamba philosophy da base tawna tawno masina praja gidamna kari tawningi amasung praja gidamta kari tawri habasi akoi loina khamina wa thauta hai madu khangaba matamda da koi si yamna proud oiba Bharatiya Janata Party ki member amam moya kanda akoi party na si tawri akoi party na si pamli aduga akoi party na ngasi machangjali sini party na form tawgi maram da sini habna singba detail da leiragadi isa na khangadi isa na mayam da sandona tawbuda hairuda yamna nungaina free oina haigadabagi khudong chabado ngasi ki training sina soidana piragani habagi achepa thajabadum soi thamjari.
All Manipur Rickshaw Drivers and Pullers Welfare Association has demanded state and central governments to fulfill COCOMI's demand for special status of Manipur. Yaripok Universal College YUC's Faculty Development Program was held today at the college hold. Professor Nimaichan Luwang stressed on a silent feature of pedagogy in NEP 2020, and Professor C.H. Ibohal spoke on innovative pedagogy and curriculum development in the light of NEP 2020. Lecturer of Education Department, GP Women's College, Dr. Asa Sinha spoke on reflections of innovative in education and quality enhancement, and Professor of Manipur University's Economics Department, Dr. Chinglen Maishnam gave resourceful insights on research paper writing and publication. Faculty members from various colleges of Manipur attended the academic session chaired by Head of English Department of Maharaja Bodhachandra College, Dr. R.K. Indira. Wild Forest Institute of Skill Development, Chingmairong under National Small Industries Corporation Limited began a week-long advanced integrated entrepreneurship development program under food processing project today. Speaking at the event, the Regional Director of ICNO Regional Center Imphal, Dr. S.J. Nithiranjan stressed on the need for proper strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats analysis in initiating a business. He encouraged people to take up enterprises instead of waiting for government jobs. One-day gender sensitization program was held at Kangla Sangomsang Awang Laikai in Imphal East today. Care Manipur Khurai Thongam Laikai organized the awareness program sponsored by Manipur State Commission for Women, Lamphal. Now the sports news. Weightlifter Laithangbam Bedia Sagar from Utlo Makha Laikai today successfully made Guinness World Record attempts of 4-finger push-ups in 1 minute. The attempt was held at Azetex Sports Complex at BT Road. Bedia Sagar made 85 push-ups in 1 minute, beating recent record by Deepak Sharma from India, who made 70 push-ups in 1 minute in April 2018. Bedia Sagar is yet to be officially declared. Necessary documents will be submitted at the earliest.
I say Guinness World Record target to Kajara push-ups to Manga I did in Bogere 40-50 injury Adana record machine Mutamda 70 lerame record one manina performance and Kamana Pig the game honor Mutamda Yakan hard work to I practice about Shumina Pidri Nasi performance Tangi to Winkale 1 leg thumb 2 arm in 1 minute preparation to Vodum Hogere
Hanagi Lady World Record Paidiba 1 minute 70 count of push-up CD Akoina 85 push-up Banina CD Akoina World Record to Guide World Record Pange Habama Akogi announced to Dumia official certificate to the
And before we wrap up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. NDMPS Special Court Lamphal sentences 2 convicts in 2018 multi-crore rupees worth drug case to 15 years in jail with 1 lakh rupees fine each. Ten Women Association urged government to approach higher courts against recent acquittal of those arrested in multi-crore rupees worth drug case. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee observes 136th Foundation Day of Indian National Congress. Party leaves no stone unturned to slam BJP government. Manipur reports 31 new COVID-19 confirmed cases, no report of death in last 24 hours. Death toll remains at 348. Recovery rate stands above 94%. India begins a 2-day dry run for coronavirus vaccine in 4 states of Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Punjab and Assam. India's COVID-19 tally crosses 1,207,000 with above 20,000 active cases reported in the last 24 hours. Recovery rate nears 96%. And weightlifter Laithangbam Bedia Sagar makes Guinness World Record attempts of 85 finger push-ups in 1 minute, breaking 2018 record of 70 push-ups by Deepak Sharma. That's all we have for today. Thanks for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news updates, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Until then, good night.
Imong manung sagay natay